Hey guys, Saga here, and today I want to talk to you about Genji. So when I want to learn how to play a new character, I look at the best person who I can think of who can play the character the way I want to play it. So I looked at Seagull, and I looked at Shadder2k, and I watched the way they really moved with their Genjis. So what both of these players have in common is that they will skirt the edge of the field. And by doing so, they'll be looking for small damage, maybe a pick-off here and there, but they're basically throwing shurikens in and waiting for them to take fire, and when they get fire, they reflect. So in a similar way to how you want to throw Zarya's shield, you also want to use Genji's reflect. Most people, I think, with Genji tend to use reflect as in like, oh, I got in too deep, now I gotta reflect something, or maybe, they'll think to reflect McCree's flashbang. But reflect can also be used like Zarya's shield, so you're throwing things from a distance, somebody returns fire at you, you reflect back at them, and then you wait for your cooldowns to come back before you try to go deep and re-engage. I think with Genji, the main point is that you want to poke at people until you see an opening. And he's about that small burst he can do at the end. Like, Genji's damage output is nowhere near as much as, like, Soldier 76 or McCree. But his burst is amazing. I think part of the problem of watching them play is that they are so amazing at the game, and that their teams also provide them with good support, that they're able to stay alive and do really amazing things and really amazing combos. And those combos really stick in your head. Now, the problem with watching these amazing players is that when you're watching them play, these giant acts of awesome that they pull off overshadow the small details of what they do. I'm talking about stuff like this. You see, after watching that, you've forgotten about all the careful poking and prodding and positioning that they went through in order to set that up. You completely forget because it is overshadowed by these amazing combos they pull off in the actual game. Where those amazing combos are a wonderful part of playing Genji, you're not going to get to them often enough unless you are playing a Genji who is very careful and who positions himself very well. Alright guys, if you like my content and you learned something, please subscribe. So you may be wondering how this started in a room and ended on a roof.